In most religions, faith is offered as the solution to fear. The Christian religion is no different. A heavier dose of faith is often prescribed to combat fear. We hear it in sermons and sing it in our worship songs. But does it work? Is it making us more faith-filled and less fearful people? An encounter I had at church comes to mind when I think about someone who is locked in this belief system. Controlled by fear. "I'm sorry," the woman said, apologizing for crying as she was talking to me. "It's okay, what's wrong?" I asked, trying to comfort her. I knew who she was. She and her husband had been attending Mosaic for a few months. I looked at her husband, trying to gauge what was happening. I was in full pastor mode in that moment. "Well, I don't know how to say it," she tried to explain, wiping away tears. I was about to say something comforting, but then she let it out. "I think you are a sleeper terrorist." She continued to explain how she and her husband had been followers of Jesus for a long time and had loved their experience at Mosaic. But she was struggling with the fear that I was going to invade the evangelical church, and then, honestly, I don't remember exactly what she said after that. Part of the problem was that I wasn't sure if she was confessing or wanting me to come clean. And frankly, I didn't know if I should pray for her or have pity for her, because it felt like I got punched in the stomach. Needless to say, I was not ready for that confession. "Oh, okay, well, I'm not," I responded, not knowing what to say. "It's okay. Do you still feel that way?" I was still so stunned that I don't even remember her answer. But I do remember that she and her husband eventually left our church. To their credit, they did serve and support for a while after that awkward conversation. What burdened me the most was how a person of faith, a follower of Jesus, could allow fear to control her quality of life. Faith is the opposite of fear, but it is not the solution to fear. This woman's faith alone didn't allow her to see me as a person made in God's image. Faith helps us see God's goodness, but beauty reveals the goodness in people. When we see the beauty in people, it releases us from fear of people. Our fears cause distrust, which allows us to justify prejudice. Some people believe we just need to have more faith to fight against fears in our life. We just need to trust more to fight against the trauma in our life. People ask us to be more courageous, to be more positive, but that is not enough. We need something bigger in front of us to dismantle the fears within us. Regardless of the fears we have, fear of loss, pain, failure, regret, shame, guilt, the solution to fear is not faith. Faith is just the opposite of fear. Faith is what we do in spite of our fears. What then will be our motivation to move forward, regardless of our insecurity and uncertainty? Look to the beauty of Jesus.